Come on, Vincy.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. My name is Brogan and I am with Mike.
Good morning. It is Saturday the 6th of January. As you can see, we still have our Christmas trees up. It's the last day of Christmas. It's a sad day, Brogan.
It's very sad.
It's a sad day.
Very sad. I never dressed up as Santa either.
I know, dressing up as Santa. We've eaten all the mince pies.
Yep.
We've drunk all the sherry. We've eaten all the carrots. And we come to you slightly full because we've had a very big breakfast. But we do have, as well as being full, we do have a full show today.
Yeah.
Brogan is here. The Oracle, we're going to look at some charts with him. We're going to look at the Bitcoin chart, the Arbitrum chart, and the ADA chart. We're also going to look at Jake Paul. We've got a booing sound on that machine.
It's not Jake Paul. It's Logan Paul.
Have we got a boo sound on that?
It's Logan Paul.
I don't care.
It's Logan Paul.
One of them. That's it. Perfect. All criminals, the lot of them. So we are broadcasting on YouTube and Binance today. Only here. We don't have to watch our P's and Q's today. We can talk about Binance-y stuff. So
Yay. Chains been taken off our arms.
Yeah, when I say watch our P's and Q's, it's Brogan saying the B word every 30 seconds on the stream. So what else have we got to go through today? We're going to take a look at some X files. We're going to switch it up a little bit. We can't do Twitter when we stream on certain platforms. So today we're going to have a look at some tweets as well as the rest of the news. But before we do any of that, Brogan, we had a collapse of seismic proportions.
I thought you were about to talk about the UI.
No, the UI, they've seen the UI all week. The UI's been up.
But they haven't seen this. Get ready for this.
No, they haven't. What, are you pressing magic buttons
I haven't
now?
pressed anything yet. I'm waiting for you to stop signing.
Can I just ask a question? Is the microphone on all of the scenes?
Well, we've only got two scenes.
Are they on both of the scenes?
Well, one's the intro and one's us.
I'm just asking the question because
Well,
the other
no, it's
week,
not.
Was it last time we streamed? We were muted when you went to the markets.
Yeah. It's a bit cold in there, is it?
It's a bit chilly.
It's a bit cold.
Right, show us the markets and I'll turn the
All right.
I'll turn the heating up.
All right. I've got an extra thing to do now. I have to hide and show the cameras. We do need to set up a because all the UI got changed. I had to import it all. Haven't made a scene with our cameras at the bottom corner of the thing. So we've.
Yeah, but it means I can get up and
yeah, he's leaving now. He's gone.
It means I can get up.
He can be more of a part-timer than he is already.
It means I can turn the aircon
Kishan
off
said,
for
"Good
you.
morning, legends." No, Kishan, you are legends. I still need that chat.
Morning, Kishan.
Monday, back on it. Don't worry. Get ready for some TA videos.
We also have an exciting announcement that we've got a trading partner. Believe it or not, we've got a trading partner. We can't mention the name of them,
No,
because of where we are, but we have a trading partner who we will be doing simple signals with.
yeah. This guy got a sponsor, or not a sponsor, but a situation.
Trading partner.
Yeah.
Should we do the markets then?
Yes, it's open. Bitcoin. Wait, no, I need to do more stuff first. Dominance. Bitcoin, 52.1%.
It's gone up that.
It has.
It was 51.5%. Oh, I know what. Yeah, of course. The entire market has bled overnight.
Ethereum, 16.3. Volume, $64.26 billion. 18.7% down. Total volume. Market cap, $1.65 trillion. 1.76% down. Bitcoin, 43,670. We'll look at the charts in a bit. Also, you need to be more vocal when we do articles and stuff like that, because when you shake your head or whatever it is, you can't see that.
I'm shaking my head at you. People don't need to know I'm shaking my head at you.
There is in, but like normally when I read an article, but I know I'm talking, but like, yeah, just a quick thing. Suri is up 10%, 14% on the 7 day, 2.43% on the 1 hour. Cash 9.82% up on 24 hour, 38% up on 7 day. Yeah,
not really a lot there, is there?
No, I'm just gonna move on.
What has lost? What is down? Pretty much everything really is down today.
Yeah, helium 12%, 24 hour, 20% on the 7 day. Pretty much everything's down, just about 10%.
Yeah.
Like pretty much every coin you can probably think of has gone down. So where's one I do want to find, if he's here anywhere. Just don't think he's going to be here. It is Thorchain. For once, I haven't actually seen Thorchain in the top like 10 things going down. Oh, there it is. It's down 6.36%, 5.97. I think I can see on the graph on the right hand side, it has had periods of going up. So I think every time we do a stream, I think I just miss every single time it goes up.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I think that's about it for this. We should move on to X-Files.
Why not?
All right, Vanek. Is this a money based? Who is this? Vanek.
Vanek are one of the main ETFs.
Right. Okay. We're not Bitcoin tourists at Vanek. We're in it for the long haul. That's why we made an initial 10k donation and signed a pledge to donate 5% of our Bitcoin ETF profits, if approved, to support Bitcoin core devs, Bitcoin Brink for at least 10 years. The tireless dedication to decentralization and innovation is the cornerstone of the Bitcoin ecosystem, and we're here to support it. More details to come. Very good.
Very good.
Kong Bitcoin, Kong trading. Breaking: multiple Bitcoin spot ETFs to be approved potentially as early as tomorrow. Wait, what? Oh, it's a Inception based tweet. Very cool. Very cool.
Every single social media person has been saying the same thing. Engagement farming. It's going to improve tomorrow. It's going to improve tomorrow. It's going to improve tomorrow. And it became a little bit of a meme on Twitter.
Yeah. That
everybody started saying it, and everybody started to do that. There you go. That's it.
All right. Bitcoin Magazine, just in, the number of Bitcoin addresses with more than 0.1 Bitcoin has hit an all-time high. So we have roughly 5 million Bitcoin addresses with more than 0.1 Bitcoin. Very cool. Very great. And there's no other data to look at here, but it is, as you can see, absolutely skyrocketed. Bitcoin addresses. When was it was pretty fast. I mean, when was that? 2023. Yeah, 2023 was a pretty huge year for speed, but yeah, it's been going up pretty rapidly. Over 2023 to 2024, pretty consistent as well. Obviously, there's some dips and whatnot back there, but pretty consistently high throughout this year, which is very good. Or not this year, last year, sorry. But okay, cool. That is very good to hear.
I'm just dropping a comment to inbox in a minute. If you want to get on with the next
one.
How many more?
This last one.
Okay.
Simply Bitcoin news. All 11 Bitcoin ETF issuers have successfully updated their 19B4 filings with the specified deadline. As you can see, Grayscale, ARK, iShares, Vanek, Wisdom Tree, all these people. 19B4 amend. I assume that's what they. I don't really know a lot about economic law or in terms of the monetary business law, but I assume that is to do with maybe what they do. Yeah, that would make sense to amend it. Seems though it's not a new thing, it's amending, editing it. I assume it's probably what they do as a business. So, if I can, is that roughly right? What is 19B4? Do you know?
They've got to, whenever they need to make a change to the ETF, they fill out that form.
Right. Okay. Why is that? Okay. All right. Well, that's X-Files. I was saying new, but obviously when we've got certain things going on, it's probably not be able to do. But it's always nice to look at Twitter. We did used to do it quite a while for when the bird, but X-Files is a bit better now in terms of the name.
Yes, much better.
All right. Let's move. Oh, there we go.
What is next?
Oh, right. Okay. Found it. He's like a fabled name in crypto.
Yes.
Can it really be this easy again? We looked at him quite. Oh, last time I remember talking about him on stream, it was quite a while ago.
Yeah, it was about a year ago.
Yeah, quite a while ago. So this is Bitcoin Relative Strength Index. So this is market value, realized value. So these red dots, 2.5. Is that a multiplier?
Have you got two of his graphs? Did I send you the other one that had his steps?
There's no. Yeah, there's no. I mean, I could probably.
It's in WhatsApp.
No, I don't. Oh, well, there we go. I thought so. I just went to his Twitter quickly and see. So this is stock to flow model.
Yeah.
And then I thought we had an updated one. So stock to flow model. I think this is different from what you should. Actually, no, it's not. Is this old? Wait, what's this? No, it's not old. Why is tweets aren't in order? Which is really weird. I've never seen that in life. That's not what I want to look at then. Oh, this might be it. That's 2021. Okay, well, I'm looking at that. Tweets aren't in order. I don't know why. So Bitcoin. So this is what we have here. I assume this is a multiplier. So this is the RSI and these are the years. So I assume the overall understanding of the movement. So we have the bump just below, and then a huge rise. You see again here, bump, and then huge rise, bump, huge rise. So we had this bump. Oh, we had the bump, and now we have this huge line upwards. So from my understanding of what I assume this graph is trying to insinuate is that we're going to have the big bump up now.
That's the halving.
Right. Well, there you go.
So it coincides with the halving. It's showing you the RSI over a period of time that has the halving built into it, and that's what his stocks to flow model is. Each one of those steps is the halving.
Yeah.
And the price follows those steps. So that's what he's trying to say. Basically, he's insinuating we're going to hit $100,000 this year, and we're going to hit somewhere, I can't remember, it's $600,000 or $700,000 or $800,000 next year.
Right. There we go.
I think something like that.
Don't know why his tweets aren't in order, but I've got the link to. There it is. Yeah, 2022. Okay, so this is his. So yeah, all sorts of model new. So I assume a new improved update of the algorithm, and then the red dots are the Bitcoin USD. So those are the actual price of Bitcoin. Obviously, this was 2022. Huh?
Yeah, that's right.
So this is 2022. So these red lines, or the red dots from Bitcoin, obviously aren't accurate to what they have actually done, because the price didn't actually play out because it's 2022. But we can see from his lines, the assumption was, so 2023, it would be about halfway through, which we know was pretty accurate considering. But obviously his two stock to flow models suggested that they would be on the upper end of the 10,000s of range, so maybe on the $90,000, which wasn't quite. But the straight diagonal line of Bitcoin, which I assume was the least accurate thing he would have assumed, was seemingly the most accurate, since it's closest to about 50,000. And where we are right now is about 46. Was it 46? Where are we right now? 43.6 or 46.3?
Well, 43.6.
46. Oh yeah. So 46. It's the closest there, but the suggestion is with these models that by 2025 we should start to see halfway through 100,000 to 1 million, so about 500,000. Obviously, his new stock to flow is probably a bit, hopefully, more improved. and that is suggesting $500,000 Bitcoin at 2025, and upwards and beyondwards after that. Very cool. Okay, well, I mean, any positive news, any news which suggests that Bitcoin would go to those sorts of prices, I mean, I'm all for it.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely, absolutely.
Let's just move on to Arbitrum.
So we're not looking at the Bitcoin chart. When does that come in?
Bitcoin collapse.
Is that Bitcoin collapse?
Collapse.
So is Arbitrum then Bitcoin
Yeah.
collapse? Let's have a look. I can't see the menu. Yes. All right. So we did Arbitrum, then Bitcoin, then ADA. Right. And then we're going to talk about one of the two criminal Paul brothers.
Okay. Okay, everything's updated. Perfect. Okay, so Arbitrum surpasses Ethereum in decentralized exchange volume. Arbitrum has edged out Ethereum to become leading platform in daily DEX trading volume. The Layer 2 scaling solution Arbitrum has overtaken Ethereum in terms of decentralized exchange volume. The latest figures indicate that Arbitrum's 24-hour trading volume has reached $1.83 billion, a significant 32.58% weekly increase. The surge has propelled Arbitrum to command 33.4% of the total DEX volume, topping the chart and dethroning Ethereum, which saw a 4.77% decrease in its 24-hour volume to $1.44 billion. Shifting landscapes of DEX volume. The decentralized finance sector is witnessing a remarkable shift as Arbitrum leads the pack with a weekly change of 32.58% in trading volume. Okay, so there's a chart here. Ethereum's dwindling dominance. A monthly dominance chart provided by DeFi Llama paints a clear picture of the changing tides in the DEX ecosystem. Ethereum, which once towered over the market, has seen its dominance reduced to 28.7%. Okay, let's have a look then. That's not what the image showed.
But what what these commentators fail to realize is 100% of a 10 million trading volume is not as much as 28% of a 2 billion trading volume. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what they don't take into account. The same way when they look at total value locked, they look at the value of the token and they don't look at the percentage of the tokens. Because if Ethereum is $1,000 and it's got a TVL of 2 billion,
yeah,
and then it goes to $10,000 for Ethereum, but it's only got 4 billion total value locked.
Yeah.
It'll look like it's doubled when in fact there's potentially 70% less tokens staked. So looking at total value locked is the wrong way to look at these chains. It should look at the number of tokens locked, not the value of them, because the value of them can change in a completely different way to the tokens that are locked. So it's a false statistic when you look at it. The same way saying that Ethereum is now only, was it 28%?
Well, today it has gone up a decent portion. It's very, actually, wait, I can zoom in. It's very finicky because it's like over multiple years. Today, 31.45%.
Right, so it's a third of a market which will probably be considerably bigger than the 100%. You look at any new industry, I don't know, look at Sky Sports or Sky News or Sky. Sky was the only satellite company for years. They had 100% market share. And then another company comes along and suddenly Sky have got 75% market share. But it's 75% of a multi-billion pound industry, whereas it used to be 100% of a few £100 million industry. So it's not comparing like for like, it's just basically there's lies, damn lies and statistics, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's the saying. And I think Ethereum isn't going to go anywhere. Arbitrum's playing catch up.
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't mean like Arbitrum's now going to become Ethereum.
No.
And all the entities are going to be on Arbitrum or anything like that. It just means that there's more people utilizing it.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that Ethereum's any worse or any better. Nope. Just means,
and it's going to happen. Shift. It's going to happen in every single thing. You'll have a football team dominate. You'll have a sports team dominate for 10 years, and then the other teams will catch up, and then they won't be dominant anymore. And it's just in waves. And then what will happen? Arbitrum may become the go-to layer 2, and then another layer 2 will come along, or another you know, Matic will change direction, go head to head with Arbitrum, and then eat into Arbitrum's market share on DEXs. It's just the way things work. It's just, I'm a little bit sick of the way people talk about statistics in crypto, because they talk to you like you're a lemming and you don't understand the facts,
the basics
of
anything about economics, or members of a market.
And then the problem is, if you're new to crypto and you don't understand it, you're just going to go and buy Arbitrum. Because, oh my God, Arbitrum's bigger than a thing, I'm going to go buy Arbitrum. It doesn't work like that. Stop peddling these nonsensical, low IQ articles to people. It's the same with saying XRP is going to go to $1,000. No, it isn't. It's never going to go to $1,000.
And the issue with, and this isn't just crypto, but obviously this is kind of, news online as a whole, is titles are so bad because, they get away with it. Everyone gets away with it because, clickbait, whatever you may call it, same, people on YouTube do the same thing.
Exactly. The problem is you can't make content without clickbait titles. That's the problem. Yeah. But the problem isn't that. The problem is that they actually believe what they're writing.
Yeah, and what I was about to say is, like, when you actually go in and read them, their reasoning is flawed. Either it's flawed, or it's so simple to the point where it's non-related that it just wouldn't have any effect on the price anyway. It's like, oh yeah, it's going to go up because everything else will go up, and it's great. Yeah. Or it's going to go up because I think it's pretty good.
I'll give you one last example before we move on, because I know you've got a chart to look at, right? Michael Saylor was peddled as being, how much would the price of Bitcoin need to be for Michael Saylor to become richer than Elon Musk? That was the headline, yeah? Then it went into the statistics and went, he holds 17,000 Bitcoin and MicroStrategy holds, I don't know, 160,000 Bitcoin, yeah? So combined, Bitcoin would need to be $1 million and Michael Saylor will be richer than Elon Musk. It's BS. You know why it's BS? Yeah. Because Michael Saylor only owns 24% of MicroStrategy. Yeah. So he owns a quarter of that company. So if you take a quarter of the Bitcoin that it holds and you add it together, Bitcoin would need to be worth $3.5 million for Michael Saylor to be as rich as Elon Musk. Yeah. The problem with that is that article's been read, and now that becomes a kind of, what's that word for it? It's like a socially accepted norm.
Like, if Bitcoin goes up, he'll be richer.
He's going to be richer than Elon Musk.
But then you have to think about, okay, well, where's their value coming from? Is it in assets? What sort of assets is it coming from? Yeah. Because obviously, I know, on paper, when you go based on net, which is, if it's in their net worth based on any assets, technically it doesn't matter what assets you have as long as it's valued at something.
Yeah, but it's like saying you own 100 shares in Shell, so I'm going to combine the net worth of Shell and the net worth of you together. Oh, look, you're now worth more than Elon Musk. You have shares in a company. He has shares in MicroStrategy. Yeah. You're putting the total market cap of the company together with his net worth to say he's worth than Elon Musk. It's utter bollocks, a lot of it. And all of these articles we read them out week after week. The $10 million Bitcoin, that was it. Oh, yeah, Bitcoin can get to $10 million. It can't get to $10 million. It won't get to $10 million for the next 10, 15 years. We are miles away from that. But the problem again is that we are wading against these statistics which are baffling people. I've seen another one which says that SHIB's going to get to a cent or 10 cents. I mean, come on. Do you know what the market cap's going to have to be on Shiba Inu to get to 10 cents? It's astronomical. It's going to be worth more than the total crypto. I mean, I'm just fed up of these articles that lie to people. And they're not even using real numbers. They're making these numbers up. And they're just bollocks. All of them. They're just nonsense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's... I've forgotten to shut the camera, so...
Doesn't matter. It's probably a good job you haven't had the cameras on.
You'll see the foam and
you'll see the rage in my eyes. Yeah. The thing is, right, we've got a social responsibility to tell the truth. Yeah. Right. That's what we've decided to do. And the problem is, we wade through these articles and all we're doing is calling them out for being rubbish. That's all we do, right? Arbitrum is a layer 2 of Ethereum. Think about that. Ethereum is the daddy, right? Arbitrum is the baby cousin, right? Arbitrum is never going to be, in a million years, anywhere near the size of Ethereum, right?
I think everyone would have to stop using Ethereum because if it's a layer 2, it's a roll-up of multiple transactions into one transaction on Ethereum. Okay, cool. So, based on, because like the volume of usage, like, okay, multiple people can use it, and then one transaction will occur on Ethereum.
Yeah.
So
here's a question for you. Where does the liquidity come for Arbitrum? What chain does Arbitrum get its liquidity from? Ethereum. Yeah? The money's on Ethereum. People switch it to Arbitrum to carry out the transactions. It's cheaper. So if Arbitrum says, you know what, we're the big dogs now, we're going to go and we're going to stop being a layer 2, we're going to become a layer 1. Well, guess what? The lights go off because the liquidity is over here on Ethereum. Arbitrum, Optimism are limpets. Ethereum is the whale, right?
Yeah.
You take that limpet off the whale, what happens? Limpet dies.
Yeah.
Right? So just stop with this nonsense about layer 2s ever competing with Ethereum. It's never going to happen. There's too much money there. Other layer 1s can compete with them. Solana's massively eating into it. There's new layer 1s coming out. There's probably going to be new layer 1s in 5 years' time that we don't even know about that are going to eat into it. But it's going to take an eternity to destroy the market's cap and the liquidity of Ethereum, and especially if Ethereum is going to be built into Visa and MasterCard. Matic is going to be powering all of these different transactions, and Matic sits on top of Ethereum. Matic isn't going to go anywhere soon. So you've got Matic. In fact, there's been talk. People have been saying, why doesn't Matic become Ethereum? Why doesn't Matic merge with Ethereum?
Right.
It makes perfect sense because it's based around transactions. But come on, Arbitrum's market cap's never going to become anywhere near that of Ethereum or Optimism or Matic. They'll all be a fraction, maybe 10%, maybe 5%, maybe, I don't think it'll ever get near 20% of the size of Ethereum. But don't kid yourselves reading these articles and thinking Arbitrum. Arbitrum's playing catch up. Everybody knows how companies grow. They grow from 0, then they might get to 10 million turnover, then they might get to 15, then 16, then 17, and then they'll plateau.
Yep.
And all that's happening is Arbitrum is getting to that point of plateauing. Matic's already got there. Matic was there last year. Optimism's going to do the same thing. They're all going to get to a certain level and plateau. Why? Because there's only so much of that pie that they're going to get their hands on, because Ethereum owns the cake shop.
Yep.
And it's simple as that. And also a fact that Ethereum, I don't know if you were here, Ethereum is reducing the fees charged to layer 2s by like 80%.
Yeah, I think I heard about it. I mean, yeah.
So all of that's going to help them, but don't kid yourselves. I'll let you get on with the chart.
I mean, it is just a lot of the time with a lot of these crap articles, I can even see it from the get-go. Like when I, look on the notepad and see like the dashed title of the thing, I can see, well, this is going to be a crap article with just complete falseness. Hold on, just move this quickly. With complete falseness, and it's going to be awful reason.
Yeah, it always is. Right, I'm going to drop another box. While you do the... So you're going to do the Arbitrum TA, yeah?
Yeah. I've done 4 hours instead, actually.
Now, the last time we looked at this, I'm going to refresh your memory.
Yeah.
We looked at this and it was going down. And it was going down for a year.
Okay.
And Tariq was the person that asked about it in chat. This is how I remember it. Tariq asked about Arbitrum and said, is there any hope for it? And all I remember saying was, this really doesn't look good for Arbitrum. Something needs to happen. Something needs to shake it out. But it can't go down forever. And that's all I remember saying about Arbitrum. And I think if you look, it went down for 6 months a year.
Yeah. No, if I scroll out. I mean, I won 4 hours because on the day it was a big thing. I didn't want to change it, but yeah. I mean, looking at like Fib, it was.
It was a straight line. It wasn't a straight line down, but it was like on a 20 degree decline. But I take it's had a fairly big surge up recently.
I'm just getting up all the volume points quickly.
Because my issue is, it's like I say, it's going to play catch up, which means the numbers are going to look really good for the next maybe 6-12 months. But then after that, it's going to plateau again.
Yeah.
Now, what we want to see is we want to see it plateau, but then the entire market rise.
Yeah.
Because if it plateaus and the entire market rises, it's going to rise with the rest of the market.
Yeah.
Same with optimism as well. I like optimism. I like Arbitrum. But there's other things out there as well that I think are going to do a lot. I mean, AVAX, I know it's a different chain and all that kind of stuff, but AVAX is going to go on a proper tear. ICP is, you know what I mean? You just say the word AI when you talk about your company, you can have 0 to the end, can't you?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, okay, so there's a lot of, looking at a lot of things here. There's a lot of volume points to look at. You know, so currently in the situation we're in right now, between $1.77 and $1.72, roughly, we're in this like range where we've got two, you know, decently strong points of support and resistance, and then we've got two or three lines quite far down below, you know, $1.72, like one at a fib level, which coincides with this huge, you know, green wick up, which is just kind of like, you know, it's like in a cartoon, like when it runs in there before it realizes it should fall, it just jumped itself up a whole Fibonacci level. So there's this huge volume here which just hasn't been like fulfilled yet.
Is that a massive red candle down?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we've broken everything, haven't we?
Oh, everything's broken.
Yeah.
Everything's like that. Yeah, we had these two candles which were pretty heavy.
Yeah.
And then the current, like over like 12 hours, because this is 4 hours, so this should be like 12 hours. Or this is well, no, it's 4A, and then however long this is. This is UTC plus 1. I don't know what time it is, but whatever. So, but it's quite a huge drop. I actually didn't read. 11% drop. So pretty crazy over 12 hours, which is painful. But obviously everything else is down.
Everything has come down.
So it makes sense. But
this is the time to go shopping.
Oh yeah. Actually, there's a line. I'll draw a line here. I mean, because there's sometimes, because obviously, says a couple times before we do TA is obviously you can look at volume points, you know, and draw lines there. But at the same time, if you see a price go, you know, multiple times, you know, bounce off something, it's always good to, like here, for example, bounce off this line 20 times. Obviously, you know, there is a volume point there, but it wasn't necessarily in the middle. But it's always a lot better if you draw your volume, and then try and line it up with how the prices moved.
Yeah.
It's a lot better.
Got a question about it.
Consistency. Yeah, go on.
Are we oversold? Is the money flow coming back in, or are we
well, our
more downside?
Our momentum, which kind of signifies if we're over. Obviously, I know money flow. Well, money flow is basically, you know, is money coming out. VWAP is, you know, the weighted average price against the current price. So if it's like below or not, it depends on if we're going to go up. But the momentum, which you can see down here, is basically what kind of signifies to us: are we oversold? Are we overbought? How heavy is that? So we can see, you know, we had this huge move upwards. Obviously, we're heavily overbought in this scenario. So we're, you know, running on you know, nothing, running on sticks here, and then we fell down. And now the current situation we're in, we're like midway through towards 60, which when you reach 60, you know, on the market cipher in particular, that's when it starts to get quite bad.
Can you move the price a little bit to the left so it appears on camera, so we can see it just a touch?
Yeah, well, I'll try to. I can do that, I suppose.
Let's have a look. Oh,
it's not bad. I mean, you can't see the left side, but you don't really need to see left side anyway.
No.
What? No. What? Isn't it not bad, or?
I still can't see the prices.
Prices right there. On the right hand side.
The big price that appears.
Oh, that
on the
price. I
bottom
thought you
right.
meant. What? Oh yeah, I've hidden it. I'm talking about these prices. Okay,
I know, but you can't see the prices on the screen. They're really
fine. Well,
tiny.
there you go. It's there.
Let's have a look. That's it.
Not got as much room now, but that's okay. So okay. Anyway, so back to myself. So when it starts to get towards 60, which is like a consistent move of this, but obviously
160 is that?
60. 100 is like critical zone. Like.
Oh right. Okay, we're down there. Sorry.
So these are the EMAs. So if you had like moving average, it would have this situation as well. So if you use the MACD, for example, this is kind of a similar situation. So if you were to draw lines at 60 and minus 60, you kind of have this setup going. So when it reaches the 60 point, that's so for example over here, you know, this wasn't bad. Like, so it had this tiny movement, but these, like, it didn't really reach 60. It wasn't really a bad movement. But for example over here, it was getting quite bad, and then we had this run up. But anyway,
Okay.
back to here. So we're not quite at 60 yet. So we're not too heavily oversold.
Right,
So
okay.
I mean, we've had this huge 12% move downwards, but I'm not saying, because like even here, for example, this tiny little part here, this is actually a perfect anchor trigger. Actually, I don't know if you can see it on the screen because it might be cut out. It is cut out. Great. Can you see it now? Yeah, you can. Okay, perfect. So actually, it might be covered by the live part. Let me bring it up a bit. Hopefully, yeah, you can see that. So this is actually really perfect. I'm going to demonstrate this because I love looking at these. Is the anchor trigger wave. So the anchor trigger wave, obviously you can have, so like for example, you had this one. So you had two contrasting ones, but this one was closer, and this was better because of this tiny little wave here. So you want two waves and a wave in the middle. So you've got this wave over here, this green one. When it's on the bottom, it's oversold, so it would come upwards, and we see this little tiny one down here, and then we have the huge momentum upwards. I'm not saying this anchor trigger wave was the only thing which caused this movement, but if you were to go based off market cipher, you'd see, okay, this is a really great anchor trigger wave, and then you see rapid movement of the momentum go upwards, and then you have this really big trend upwards, which is probably a ridiculous percentage. So that was a great anchor trigger wave. Obviously, we didn't look at arbitrage at the time, but if I saw it, I would have definitely longed. But in the situation we are right now, I'm not saying momentum wouldn't kind of come back out and print here, but at the same time, it still has a lot of room to move. So I would still be prepared for prices to move downwards. Looking at our
what target are we looking at then?
Right,
we're looking at the price down. If I'm looking to accumulate ARB right now, what price should I start to DCA in at on Arbitrum?
Well, it's hard to say. Hold on, let me move this down so I can see things. There we go. So the current price we're at now, this is
175. What 175 now, aren't we?
Yeah. So this is always an annoying situation when we're in when I'm doing TA, is when we have two high resistance points up here, and then two not too low but quite low support points. Obviously this one isn't really. This one was just a bounce down. This one doesn't really matter. Actually, I have to delete this. So when you've got two high resistance points, and then like your support points are quite far below, and then you're kind of in this like sandwich range where you've got these two volume points at 77 and 72, which are key figures in this tiny little range of will we go consolidate if we're going to go back up or not.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to say because we're going to be ping-ponging between these prices until something breaks out. So what I can only really go off, if we were to come down, I would say looking at $1.60, $1.62 a third, because we did bounce off it twice. We did, we haven't tested it as support, but we did use a resistance twice here, and it is pretty perfect. This is it is very nice looking resistance. So I could see it easily being, and we do have volume here. I could see it easily being support, but this is quite a lower volume point. I know I did say this quite a lot, where volume doesn't matter as much, or volume obviously matters, but when you see price consistently do something, that is also way more important. But the volume down here is lower than what we have up here, so this is probably going to be a strong support point. We haven't tested it. We tested it down here, but the support point hasn't really been like tested as much because we've broken below it and stuff. But if I was to buy Arbitrum at any point, it would probably be $1.62.
Right. Before we go on to the next one, which is Bitcoin, sorry, can you check very quickly IMX for me, which is Immutable X? Yeah. Did we really break $2 on IMX, or did we hold it? And the reason is, IMX, after the show, we are buying a bag of IMX.
Okay. Well, $2.
Did we break $2 on IMX?
You break it downwards or upwards?
Up, down.
You were $1.94.
$1.94, right. IMX is going to be massive. And the other day when everything crashed and I was in the shower, it went down to 180 or 185, something like that. And by the time I'd got back to my PC, it was like back at $2.10. Right. So under $2 for me, IMX, if you look at the price action, look at where it came from 3 months ago.
Went back to half.
It's like 40, 50 cents. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I just waited to see if it was under $2. So for me, Massive buy signals
Oh, if I'm going back,
everywhere.
I've gone back to IMX. I'm going back now. So I forgot to look at the EMA. I just wanted to. It wasn't to look at it, but I was to say if we were above or below it, and we are below it.
We'll go below it and everything because we've had. What's happened is we've been delayed on the ETF. All the money has been sucked out of the alts to go back into Bitcoin. And then what's going to happen next week when Bitcoin pumps? The people that put the money into Bitcoin are going to take the profits and put them back into alts. So we could see the alts pumping again, maybe the week after next.
Yeah. Well, also, I haven't actually pointed out yet, and these aren't no long thing I want to talk about. Money flow has a terribly strong gradient negative, which is bad, which we could see happen. And our VWAP is really low, which is negative. So just put those two things out. So yeah, everything on market stuff is telling us it's going to go down. It continues to go down, and we have this range though. So that's it.
Right. Okay. Bitcoin then. What's the Bitcoin article?
Collapse. Bitcoin collapse. Whichever that means.
Yeah. There's I kind of covered this or some of these on the show this week. It's what the predictions are for if we get rejected. And I was saying we're not going to get rejected because, quite simply, everybody, the stock exchanges, the SEC, the big financial institutions, everybody and their aunt is currently filling out the paperwork, having meetings. It's going to happen, just the timing of it is the problem. Right. Yeah. So January the 3rd was Bitcoin's 15th birthday. That's when the Genesis block was made, 0000. Okay, right. That was January the 3rd. January the 10th is block number 1. So if you were going to have a poetic day, for me, it would have been January the 3rd, right? But the other poetic day is block number 1, which would be January the 10th. So the ETFs to be approved on January the 10th, that for me would be poetic. Yeah. So 15 years to the day after it was formed, January the 10th. Anyway, beside the point. Everything is Why are the SEC sitting down with the stock exchanges? Why are there tickers for every ETF? Why have the adverts been made for the ETFs? They've been made by Grayscale, Bitwise, they've been made by VanEck, they've been made by BlackRock. They've all made the TV adverts. They've all got the TV adverts. All the tickers exist. The SEC is sitting down with NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange.
They wouldn't be doing this if they didn't want to go through.
If it wasn't going to go through, none of this would be happening. Is this a great big pantomime to fool 6 million people who've got Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Or is this just the fact that, as I said yesterday, this is a once-in-a-generation new asset class. So we have to give people the time to get it right. The same when gold went live 20, 30 years ago, whenever it was.
Yeah.
We have to give them, they have to get it right. If they cock up, it's going to look bad on everybody, isn't it? It's going to look bad on the SEC. Yeah. But anyway, so they've got to get it right, and it's being delayed. And this delay, because remember, the prices have dropped now, Asian markets open, prices have dropped because we didn't get the Bitcoin approval last week.
Yeah.
Right? So we've had a bit of a pullback. Like you say, we could go down a bit further. Today and tomorrow could go down a bit further. But then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, at some day, remember the 10th is the deadline for the SEC. They can't go past the 10th. The court has told them they can't go past the 10th.
Well, yeah, we'll find out. But it's, considering that, they wouldn't be wasting money on adverts to say,
no, they wouldn't.
Fooled you.
No, they wouldn't. Oh, look, I've got a little thing there. Look at that. What? If I just point to it.
The grey mass.
Go down a bit further. Down a bit further. Look at that. Look at that. BT.
Oh, yeah.
That.
There you go.
Anyway, so.
Oh, whoops! Thank the Lord, I moved the entire thing for the chart. It would have been really bad if I didn't move it for the article. All right. Again, is it the same font? I don't think it's the same font. The urban list.
Yes.
Like it.
So we're going to have a 40% correction according to this guy by March. Can't wait to hear what this guy's got to say.
This crypto leader predicts up to 40% Bitcoin correction by March. Arthur Hayes. Oh, it's a brief.
So this is 20. So he's expecting us to be at $25,000 by March.
Up to for correction. Arthur Hayes, BitMEX co-founder, predicts a 20 to 40. That's a huge difference, 20 to 40%. Bitcoin correction by March due to various factors such as possible banking.
You might as well have said by March it could go up, or it could go down, or it could stay the same.
Yeah, but it's
Just
like
putting
saying
it out there. Just putting it out there.
It could go down to like, we could go down, or we could go down. That's basically what it says.
Exactly.
Hayes cites the declining balance of the reverse repo program and lack of printed money to cover bond losses as potential triggers. A banking collapse could force the Fed to cut interest rates, causing Bitcoin to rebound post-correction, according to Hayes. Okay, awesome.
Hang on, is it a 40% correction in Bitcoin?
Yeah, 20 to 40%.
And that would cause the price of Bitcoin to go down because the banks have collapsed?
I'll read it all again, just make sure. Maybe I misread something. Arthur Hayes, BitMEX co-founder, predicts a 20 to 40% Bitcoin correction by March due to various factors such as possible banking collapse.
Okay.
Hayes cites declining balance of the reverse repo program and lack of printed money to cover bond losses as potential triggers.
Yeah.
A banking collapse could force the Fed to cut interest rates, causing Bitcoin to rebound post-correction, according to Hayes.
Okay, so he thinks in 2 months, the price of Bitcoin is going to fall up to 40%. So we could hit $25,000.
Yep.
And then the interest rates are going to get cut, which everybody's saying is going to be March or April. I think it's going to be the end of March. Simply going to say in April. And then that is instantaneously going to cause Bitcoin to surge up. So he's ignoring the halving. He's ignoring the ETFs. He's ignoring the presidential election campaign, which is about to start. And there's always going to be money pumps,
people,
right? So he's saying that all of this is going to happen in 6 weeks. Why is he saying this?
Oh no, let's. I think we just
go to the Bitcoin. I tell you what, go to the Bitcoin chart and find me $25,000 on the Bitcoin chart. Find me a path to $25,000.
Okay. We are above the EMA
on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So
it prevails.
It prevails. It's hanging on by its teeth.
I mean, that's on the. I was on the 4 hour, but on the day it's just as good. However,
I'm going on a Bitcoin rant, by the way, when you finish doing the TA.
Right.
Because I did it yesterday, but I didn't have the full force of my face.
Right. Okay. So 44 to I drew that resistance, right? Because I drew 44 to 42, but I don't know if you deleted it.
I've deleted everything.
This.
I am Hatchet Harry.
Can we talk about T? Graham? Are we allowed?
Yeah, you can talk about Telegram.
If you were on our Telegram, you would have seen the situation we had with all the memes. Battling memes we had. And one of the I can't believe it. And one of the main ones was the fact that he keeps on deleting my charts. He did it for Solana. I had it was like a prize-winning pig, like a really fat cunt walk pig of just prime meat, which was just ready to kill. I said that. And he deletes them, and it's like throwing the pig out and laying it into the wild. That's what he basically. My Solana chart was perfect, and he just deleted it all. And then Bitcoin, I had this really beautiful chart with all these flags, and I had these price levels which have been playing out. But now I can't say that the price levels are good because he's deleted them.
If you're that good, and bearing in mind you are called the Oracle, yeah. If you're that good, you can draw these charts with your eyes closed. Now, when you started, admittedly, the charts looked like you'd drawn them with your eyes closed. Okay, but now they're professional. Right. And of course, Simple Signals, for those of you that don't know, this is going to be a plug, by the way. Yeah. Simple Signals is it's not a new section of Crypto Warehouse. It's a section that we started in November where Brogan will look at 6 currencies a week. 6 cryptocurrencies a week. Brogan will look at 3 for OG members, which is the private members area, and 3 for the public, where he will be saying up, down, all around, maybe shake it all about. Yeah. And it is sponsored. We have a new trading partner that we will be making a video about very soon, advertising who they are, and we will be doing copy trading as well, I believe. So all of that's to come. So
great for you guys, but
it's great for you guys, and it will be great for you guys if Brogan is right, and he's right, I'd say 90% of the time.
I'm trying to think,
which isn't too bad.
I'm trying to think. I haven't been wrong yet. The only time I was wrong,
Gito.
No, I wasn't wrong because I won, so technically I was right. Because my long won 30%, so I'll take it. The only time I lost was on big time, and I wasn't wrong on that because I said it would go up. So basically the price was here, and I said it's going to go up, and I did this. I did that. So I lost out on this movement because I had a stupid like multiplication, so it was my fault. But
Yeah.
I had basically it did an arch, and it went. It's gone up crazy amount. So I was right.
Yeah.
I just lost out because I did it wrong.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go on to Bitcoin.
So one last thing I forgot to mention while you look at the price of Bitcoin is, of course, all the links to everything we do are in the descriptions below the live stream. So if you are not watching us on Binance, if you're watching us on YouTube, the link to Binance is below. Come over to Binance. We give out free crypto on every single stream. And if you're on Binance and you want to send me your portfolio to be reviewed, if you want some coins to be reviewed, if you want us to cover some coins on the streams that we do, contact me. My email address, my Telegram, all of my contact details are underneath the stream. And we are going to be giving away some Beam tokens next week on the stream. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Anyway, back to you.
So I've drawn the 25k line there. That's a big fall.
40%, I believe, based on my mathematics.
Roughly. I mean, yeah.
Can we get there?
So it's 40%. So, well, you know, it's hard to say because it's so far away. But I think the best course of action to see if we could get there is to draw not a random per se, but a.
I'm just going to tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Remember, we have to wrap up the stream in about 15 minutes. From now, 15 minutes from now, we're wrapping up the stream and leaving because we have to be home.
Shopping.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, because it's 11:52.
I thought it was not. Hold on, let me recolor the lines.
All right, let's just forget that. Forget the 25,000. Where are we going on Bitcoin? Is the money flow looking good? How's the VWAP? You said we're above the 200 SMA or whatever it was.
Yeah, I'm already mid-draw.
Are we bouncing or are we not? We can miss the Jake Paul article out for a start off, and we can only do the read about ADA, so we can cut the chart out of ADA as well.
All right, okay. Well, I've drawn green lines, so they'll be there forever, unless someone deletes them.
I'm going to. Right, okay. Delete them.
So, we're in a really odd situation. So basically, we can see here this our momentum. It's at 29, or basically 30. So we're halfway between the zero line, which is when it crosses from being oversold to overbought. So we're overbought, but we're not really. It's not. We're halfway to 60. So it's not nothing considerable. Mm-hmm. So our momentum, and it's already starting to fall off in terms of its gradient. So it's quite pathetic. It's not really indicating anything. Money flow, I think it's slightly positive, but it might as well be the gradient might as well be zero. AKA, the movement isn't really positive and on that. So obviously, we had this. Oh, this is the day, isn't it? So
yeah.
If I go to 4 hour, okay, 4 hour slides things. I'll look at the 4 hour. Actually, yeah, I will look at the 4 hour in a second because there's something really interesting there. VWAP. It's at 2.4, which is basically zero, so that's not anything considerable. There's nothing. I'm not even going to buy it. Day's pathetic. 4 hour, something very cool is happening. Okay, we can see this isn't good. So we have this huge, gigantic momentum wave which reached the 100 level over here. Hopefully, I need to make sure we can see this on stream. Okay, perfect. So we have this huge, momentum wave here. We had a little wave here to kind of whatever, and then we have this wave here, this red one. Now, I don't know. I have talked about them quite often, but you hopefully might recognize this as a anchor trigger wave, and this is on the upper end, which is overbought. So this is a heavily negative. Our EMAs are sandwiched together, so it won't be very hard to break out of. So I could see us falling on Bitcoin quite heavily.
Falling heavily.
A considerable fall, I would say. We do have. I mean, I'm just quickly whipping up the
Where are we going to come down to then?
That's what I'm thinking.
41, 40.
Oh, how convenient. Oops. So the chart which you deleted, hopefully people may remember, it had the 44.2 and a 42 whatever it was. But I've got a line at 42.8. So we could fall to 42.8.
That's not heavily.
No, but I mean,
what's that?
it's on the 4 hour.
That's only an $800 move. Heavily for me. Are we gonna steer clear of?
Well, I said heavily because the only line that I hadn't actually drawn the volume yet. The only line below was 39.28.
Right. Okay.
But that was me going back to like September
Right.
for the volume, so I could see how hard would it be to get to 20,000.
I'm going to redraw my channel next week. See where we are in that.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So we're going to fall today. One question we have got is: should I buy Bitcoin today or tomorrow? Is the question in chat.
Today or tomorrow? Tomorrow.
Buy Bitcoin tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Right. We need to move on. So let's very quickly read the article about ADA and do the quiz. It's 11:56. We need to be wrapped up in about 11 minutes.
So are we not looking at the chart for ADA?
No.
We
haven't got time. We ain't got time.
All right. Okay. Cardano surges 245% ahead of Ethereum in development race.
So this is again. Let me just point one thing out to you. I don't know. Did I mention to you the ADA Mina Arbitrum partnership? Didn't I? Where I said ADA holders using the Mina protocol.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Massively bullish news. Price didn't move. This again. ADA developers. What is it? 250% more development time than on Ethereum. Is it?
I think so. Oh, I was reading something. Yeah.
Perfect.
A nice comment I saw. I haven't seen a lot of comments today. Maybe
no, I haven't.
I'm looking on that.
I'm keeping an eye out for them. There's no comments.
I haven't seen a lot of people. But Pac-Man Vibes, it's great to be here. Thank you. That is very nice. Thank you very much for saying that. There was another one as well.
Yeah, I can't see many.
No.
Karalvi said, "Will you do the quiz?"
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to do.
Yeah,
you know what? Should we do the quiz now? We're running out of time. Let's do the quiz.
Okay.
We're running out of time. And we all like a little bit of a quiz. I don't like. The thing is, it's like the fun part of the show is always the bit that gets trashed on. Do you know what I mean? We always lose out on it.
Yeah, that's true.
I was fed up with ADA. Finally, I exited with a loss. You know what? I think the problem with ADA is it doesn't move, and then it moves, and that sounds ridiculous, but it doesn't move for a year, and then it will move in 1 month. We were talking about buying ADA 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago, and it was like 30, 40 cents. What we at today, 55, 60 cents.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, it's got to break $1. It's got to break $1 by March, and then run a good run. Now,
DJ Arsis says, how do we become OG? Well, there is, hopefully, it's either, believe there might be a button if you scroll down on our video. I think there's a button which you can press within there. If not, go to our channel page, and you should see a button around there to join. But on Monday, I'm starting again on the trade. I need to decide what coins. I think I'm doing. Am I doing Beam? I think one of the videos is Beam.
Beam, yeah.
I think Beam.
Beam's a good one.
One's Beam. I think there have been some suggestions in Telegram, so I will look at them. But if you are on our Telegram, if you are not, do scroll down. We do have our links below there. But if you do have any coins you want me to look at, do go to our Telegram, go to the trading and tokens area, suggest some tokens. Because I'm doing six videos a week, so I need many tokens.
Yeah. So, question is, the Bitcoin halving, is it in April or June? I've given you both the answers in the question. Type them as they appear, so it's capital A, capital J. I can't bother going in and making them all lowercase because it auto-corrects anyway. So capital A, April, capital G, J,
it's
June.
Throw so many people off.
And the next question is going to be the question for while you're here and you're not doing anything, can you fix the font on the top scroll bar?
Yeah, what's it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be the Bebs Newy, but if you haven't got that, then do Segui.
Right.
I do like this. This layout is much better with us two on the
nice.
screen because people can see what section we're on. People can also see the sidebar. So I think it adds a little bit more. So the Bitcoin halving, is it in April or is it in June? Do you know what? I'm really annoyed with the articles today. They've really annoyed me because sometimes we get really bullish news, and it's a bullish news day. And last night, the articles I found, they were all like really either clickbaity or just false, just lies.
Yeah.
That's why we've done the Twitter today. 37 of you got that right. Let's see who is here. Cyberpunk Danny has won. Salisman, D Wang, Kishan is in chat. Marianne, Genius, Patty, Coralvi, Nimesh, Cyberpunk Mary won. War Master C. One thing about the OG members is that if you have a question, you ask us the question and we will make a video about it in the OG section. So the other day I was asked, should I be buying or selling Bitcoin near the halving? I made a 15-minute video yesterday and uploaded it in the OG members area. So I've made a video about the Bitcoin halving strategy. I did one about liquidity pool strategies. That's also in there. So it's not just videos on coins that I do. I also do videos about how I would use liquidity pools, how I would use, what I would do with Bitcoin. So it's not just coins or TA. Brogan does the TA, but I kind of just talk about. I think this is my 8th or 9th year in crypto.
Is it
8th or 9th year in crypto? Yeah,
I'm only 18. It's
I
half my
know.
lifetime.
I know, exactly.
Half my I feel that's a lot. That lifetimes and time frames skew as you get older and stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Like 9 years to you, I'm not calling you old, but is a lot less than it is for me. 9 years is half my life, which is pretty crazy.
So here's another one for you, right? One of the companies we've got,
Yeah.
right, was the first company here to accept crypto for using the office space and stuff like that. That was in 2017. So that was 7 years ago. We were the first company to accept. And I remember a guy, I'll never forget him, right? He came in and he paid in Litecoin.
Yeah.
He paid us like 3 Litecoin for a desk or something like that, yeah? The funniest thing was, he's not going to be watching this. I'm not laughing at him. He was a goalkeeper, right? I swear to God, he was 5'6", wet, he's 5'6". He was from America.
5'6" goalkeeper.
Yeah, he was from America. He'd come over here. He was a lovely guy, don't get me wrong. He was into crypto. He was a lovely guy. But I just kept looking at him thinking, wouldn't you be better as a winger?
Yeah, you could have so many different,
But yeah, he was a 5'6" goalkeeper. I mean, maybe he played a different type of football.
Maybe he jumps really well.
Ethereum is proof of stake or proof of work? Let me know. Also, we haven't asked you this all stream. Please, can you like and subscribe to the channel?
Thank you guys.
And hit the like button.
That'd be really nice.
Because we're only at 17,000 likes, which is really bad. I mean, we come on here, we can't afford water, and we give all of our crypto to you. The least you could do.
Yeah, every single stream you've watched and you've seen water or whatnot. It's the same glass of water. Yeah. We have to ration it, and he's run out. That's the water is gone. It's gone.
1,000 likes gets me another glass of water. Yep. 47 of you got it right this time. Now we're going to ask you Brogan's favourite question.
Yes.
So Medina Fight, well done. Shadow 88. Who else is here? Coralvi won. Kishan won again. War Master C, Cyberpunk Danny, Mags won. Bill Wright. You know who I've not seen for a few days?
What?
Tariq. Solo Skies here. MK Don. MK.
What Adil is it?
MK Dons. Not MK Dons. They're a football team. MK Storm.
Is Adil? Have you seen Adil?
Yeah, Adil's been around. Adil's shown his face.
That's good.
Thanks. You are most welcome. How much you can help me, HD?
Well, if you watch our Simple Signals, there'll be not just the help of me giving you pretty much all the information you will need to make a good judgment on if you want to short or long and get some money, and we will have our trading partner, which may help you out a bit in terms of that.
Yeah, last question, because we are on a tight deadline. We have our weekly shopping coming, and in our weekly shopping, we have all the brain food that the Oracle needs. He eats the hearts of salmons.
I don't eat. I do this, and it just like absorbs into me.
Yeah.
I don't actually need to eat.
You've heard of the Liver King? Okay, he's the Crypto King.
Isn't that already a person?
No. Right, next question.
I've not done that yet.
because they knew you were coming.
That had to leave room for me.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if you are an OG, you're going to know the answer to this. Rogan's favourite question. What colour is the Pepe logo?
Let me make sure the bottom right-hand side doesn't give anything away, ever. The images which scroll.
Yeah. But we have, oh yeah, yeah.
You shouldn't. I don't think it does. I don't think there's any logos, but
I don't think there is either. Kishan has got it right. I saw Kishan's name scroll up then. What colour is the Pepe logo? Well, main question really is, what is Pepe? It is, of course, a meme coin.
How is Pepe?
Do you know, we've really not... it's really... When crypto dumps...
Yeah.
We don't...
Nobody
watches
they need to graph
us.
it. They need to graph it. They need to graph the average keyword search on Google for crypto versus overall market trend.
Yeah.
Is there like a... Because I know you got the like a basket of like currencies. So is there a graph which shows the overall trend of like the top 100 coins? It'd be a bit all over the place. You said
there is. You can, yeah. You can get. You can get that. There's indexes out there. Just look up crypto indexes. They exist. 39 people got that right. Party King, Cyberpunk Danny again, Marianne, Vitali, Kishan, all of you got that
someone's
right.
getting fancy. Someone's very fancy. It won't get you the answer. It won't get you the answer correct there.
No, it won't.
Very fancy.
I like this one. Fatty Shakir. That's a cracking
Is that a
name.
name? That's a great name.
Now I don't know whether that's Fatty Shaker, but in a posh way, or Fatty Shakir. Beryl got it right. Dante, MK Storm again. Congratulations to you all. Now we're going to drop a thank you box before we go. We do have to go. We have to be home for the food to arrive because otherwise, you know, look. I mean, we can't afford water. If the food turns up and we're not there, we don't have food. We will probably just starve to death over the next week. So I'm going to put a comment to Winbox down. Do you want to do the outro while I do this, Brogan? You're good at outros.
Yep.
Like Oscar acceptance speech is your outros.
It has to be. I mean, you know, I'm giving my performance of a lifetime every day. I have to say it like I do. But thank you all for joining us on this
epic journey.
Between starting out on this platform and where we are right now. It's been a very great journey. Ryan, it's a nice stream, guys. Thank you very much, Ryan. I think whenever I look at the preview of the stream, it always looks really laggy. I don't know if it's laggy, but thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate spending an hour and 40 minutes of your time with us. Hopefully the TA was pretty decent. The TA videos, Simple Signals, are coming back on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. One for everybody on the members area, and one for everybody publicly. I did say join our Telegram area, talk to us there, have any questions or anything like that. We do answer. We do also post the wins if we do it.
We're 120 subscribers away from 3,000 on YouTube. So after this stream, go down to the links below.
You have to.
Come and give us a follow. We are going to be giving away Beam tokens next week.
Yeah, and I'll be doing TA on it as well.
Yeah, depending on the price of Beam, because if it goes to 0 or near 0, we'll be giving you about 10p or 10 cents, should I say. So depending on the price of Beam, we're going to be giving away about 300 or 400 Beam next week.
Yeah.
So tune in for that.
Yeah. So I will do TA on that. We do post how the TA videos go on Telegram. So yeah, do suggest, and if you do have any coins, obviously you have to do, like I said earlier in the stream, I've got to do 6 videos a week. So if you do have any suggestions of coins you want me to look at, then he's leaving. Do go send me a message there. But that's about it. You know, if you subscribe to us, it helps you just as much as it helps us, because we do have a lot of content there, whether it be prices or information, anything. It's very dark in this room right now.
For England, can't they?
But thank you so much.
I'd like to thank my first pet that I had.
I'll see you
when I was 6, a hamster.
Well, you'll see me on Monday. I will not see you,
Gary.
Because, you know, I'm going to be
I
making
can't
a
see
video.
anything. I can't see anyone right now.
Like I said, do join our Telegram.
It's dark in here.
Thank you very much for joining us, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.
Hey, Bye.
They can't see you.
Bye. There you go.
Bye-bye.
Come on, Bitsy. Come on, Fitzy.